Hello everyone, hope you're doing well today. My name is Blake. Today I'll be showing you my TripOut project. I already have it pulled up in Docker. Go ahead and pull it up here. This is TripOut, a all-in-one vacation slash trip management application. It is more of a personal application rather than a social media site. We can start by signing up. I'm going to hide my emails from you because I don't want you to see my emails. And we'll just use test as a password. We all know that that is not a good password. This is just for my local machine, so no worries about that. We'll start out by showing you my profile. As you can see, the email you just signed up with is up there. When you edit your profile, and I'll put my name in there, I'm not going to fill these out just to save a little bit of time, but it all updates dynamically, which is the point of React. And a stretch goal that we could implement would be a browse functionality for local machines rather than actually putting in a URL. So that's just one I had. So come back over here to home, and these are 3 different cards that are examples for you to search. So let's just search Tokyo, Japan. We have this cool little frame of motion animation here. Takes you to this results page. Unfortunately, things in Tokyo, very few of them actually have a phone number and URL. So let's just search restaurant. So if it doesn't match anything, then we get this nice little message. Let's search food. So I personally don't like the way that this works with Tokyo, so I'm going to show you a different one. Let's do Madrid. You get the same little animation, takes you to this results page, and on this results page we have, I believe 5 different APIs. I don't know why that didn't load. Let's give it a nice refresh. There it goes. So we have a Pexels API for an image. We have a local information from Ninja API. We have current weather from Open Weather Maps Current Weather API. We have a 5-day forecast from AccuWeather. Unfortunately, there is a limit on how many fetches we can make. That limit is about 50. And this takes you to the 30-day forecast on AccuWeather's website. We also have an attractions API from TomTom Developer, and it defaults to tours. So if we wanted to search restaurant, we all know McDonald's. It gives you up to 50 different places within 20 miles of the longitude and latitude of Madrid. And that goes for every other location that you search. If we wanted to search parks, we get parks. If we wanted to search hotels, there's different hotels. There's just a couple examples of what's going on. And we do have their links that if you wanted to click on the link, it would actually take you to that website, which I think is a pretty cool little function. Although some of them aren't legit, so I don't like to use that functionality. It's just to show that we could do that. Now, remember that I searched hotels. If I were to add to my trips and come over here and just add in random dates, it'll save this trip. Now we can edit this trip. We can edit the dates. We can add different hotels to our itinerary. Unfortunately, we have not implemented a function yet to search and save attractions as one whole unit. For instance, I can't save a hotel, a restaurant, and a park all to one thing. That is one of our stretch goals for this project. We can also search by city and country rather than just the 3 cards down there. Excuse me. And that will take you to the results page. Again, this is a cool little application. I worked on it with 3 others. And we'll go ahead and log out. But that's basically it for this TripOut application. It's a real simple, personal trip management app. So thank you for watching my video. And actually, before I go, I'm going to hop into the code real quick just to show you around. Here's our result page. As you can see, we render a couple different components throughout. We used vanilla Bootstrap for this. I did not realize that there was a React Bootstrap, because there are a lot of nested divs that can kind of strain your eyes while looking at all this stuff. In the back end, we have different routers and queries for each attraction. And these are basically just the actual API fetching classes right here. We have written tests, and all the tests pass. We have this live as a GitLab website. Unfortunately, there are a couple bugs in that live version, so that's why I'm showing you on my local machine. But there is a trips router and queries that basically call all of those other trips. This allows us, to bookmark different trips based off a user ID. So each trip that you save will be pertinent to your profile, so you can't just randomly see other people's. We use MongoDB, unrelational database, for this with Mongo Express. Like, for instance, here's our Docker file for that. We wrote journals every day that we worked on this. It took us about a week to finish the back end. It took us about a week to finish the front end, functionality-wise. And the rest of the time, the 2 weeks that we were working on this, we just customized it to our liking. We did use Redux for this to store the state in the store. I know that's kind of weird, but that's just how they named it. There is one global store for all states. We used 2 different slices. One was the filter to get the query, to be able to search the query dynamically, and then one was the city and country on the main landing page that I had demonstrated earlier. In our store, this is where you basically put those reducers, and these are all of our reducers. It's quite a handful. So that is my application. I appreciate you watching this video, and I will see you next time.